Somehow, come to the time to pay my fare, I had like no money, and it was like the beginning of January. Oh, we had a family reunion that December, January, so all my mum's family was over, and so I was just like swiping my card. I don't know. I must have thought that there was like unlimited funds in there because at the end I was like, damn, all the money's gone. I got no fare to go, but I absolutely refused to not go. Like I was like, no, I'm gonna go. And so S told me, we're doing the 21-day fast. You know, they do the fast at the beginning of the year, like our church used to do all the time. And I was like, oh yeah, I think I'll just join it then. I think I got no other option because it's either that, and like I didn't want to get into debt for it. Yeah. And not only that, I wanted to go, but I didn't want to go by myself. So not only did I have no money to pay for myself, I had no money to pay for myself and my cousin who I wanted to take with me. And it was so funny. As I fasted for 21 days. And I remember on, because I think we left on the 25th of Jan, and on the 23rd, I got this email from... and it said, you know those kind of emails that you book a flight and then it sends you like a reminder, like you have 72 hours. And I saw that email and I was like, what the hell? And so I remember I rang S and I was like, oh my gosh, I got this email. So my thinking was, I'm going to ring the airline and somehow... I'm actually one of those people, like my friends always mock me and call me like a customer from hell because I never let companies get away with things. Like I fight, like all the big companies, I like make sure I fight for whatever it is I want.
You're just revealing yourself now.
So I had that kind of attitude towards it. Was just like, in my mind, I was like, nah, God paid that from his bank account. So we're going, like it's paid. So I rang them and man, I had to fight with them for 2 whole days in order for them to just finally agree. But I realized years later what happened. But what happened was I rang them and they said, I can't remember the lie I said. I think I said, me and my friend are on a same flight as others, and it had changed. They said it was changed, so if they could look at my ticket. I just wanted them to say, yeah, it's confirmed. But she said, it's so strange because everything's all good, but the where the bank account stuff is, you know, where all the payment details are, was white. It was like blank. And she was like, oh, it's so strange. And then I had to argue them for ages. And I don't know, I came up with a lot of white lies, I think you call them, just in order for them to be full. But in the end... I remember it was like the day before, it was the 24th, and I was upstairs and I had I was on a phone call for a client, and I had the work phone and my personal phone going, and I was going into lunchtime, so I told my mate at the front, I said, I'll transfer this call to you because I want to take this call. And she was like, yeah, we're good. So I went downstairs to the garage, and the lady said to me, I'll put you on hold. And this is like fighting for 2 days straight now. So I was like... And I was like, oh, you know what, God, all good. If she comes back and she says, because she took my payment details. This is me giving her my bank account details like I had money in there. I knew I had no money in there, only my husband's wages. And I was like, all good. If they take it, they take it. It's fine. So I thought my account would go into negative, you know, if they take all the money. So I was like, oh, whatever. So I said, oh, yeah, all good, God. If she says yes, if she says no, that's fine. I'm not going to fight her anymore. This is the last fight. But if she says yes, I promise you that I will pursue this footwear business with everything that I have. Honestly, like a couple of minutes later, she comes back and she's like, all right, are you still there? It's all confirmed. You're leaving tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I drove home to tell my cousin. And I said to her, oh, I don't think we have any more money because they took it all. And she was like, just have a look. And I was you know, like opened my online banking, just trying to look to see. But when I had a look, they only took $1.
Whoa.
So me and her, and even like going to the airport, I was so scared because I was like, no, you can't do that. Don't be scared. God's already paid for it. And so we went to the airport, we checked in, they gave us a boarding pass. Wasn't until we were sitting on the plane, I started crying and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, God. Wow.
Yeah.
And so that stays at the back of my mind every
Yeah.
time I'm like, I don't want to do business anymore. I'm reminded of that promise that I made God that if he let me go to Vegas, that I would pursue everything. And going to Vegas, that kickstarted everything.
Mandate.